Hi, I'm Adrian.
I'm Jesus.
Hi, I'm Missy Navarro. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, thank you for coming. This is an interview for one of our student leadership positions, and we are going to ask you a few questions.
So what are your career goals?
In the future, I hope to work with the queer people of color community in educating the public on health issues that disproportionately impact the queer people of color community, like AIDS and domestic abuse.
Tell me about a project or accomplishment that you consider to be most significant in your career.
Well, I currently work as an undergrad research in a lab here at the university, and I believe that's one of my most significant accomplishments between the lab and working, because I hope to be a research scientist in the future, and it'll help me with the career because science itself is collaborative. And so in my job, I consistently speak and talk with other people and exchange. So I think it's a very important aspect of the career, communicating with others.
This position works with high school students from migrant backgrounds and getting them interested in going to college. What advice would you give a migrant high school student who is interested in attending college?
Well, since I was a migrant student trying to go into college, I could really advocate for going in and not being afraid to do anything. I think that going out and taking shots, such as applying to great programs like camp, will really help you out in a way. And also just getting a great mentor, that's what really helped me too, right? So my biggest advice is just go out for the opportunities and really go for them.
And what is the most recent example of something you did to improve as a student? Please tell us why you did this and what resulted.
Well, I recently became an intern for UW's Queer Student Commission, and so through that I helped plan various events like UW's annual drag competition, and through that I've been kind of preparing for the kind of work that I want to do in the future, and just learning how to manage my time and communicate with others. That has really helped with what I want to do, both as a student and
What is the most recent example of something you did to improve as a student? Please tell us why you did this and what resulted.
Well, I recently attended the University of Washington powwow here, and it was a cultural event about the Native American people and their culture. I used to live by a reservation, which of Native Americans, and it's always kind of had an influence on my life as I watched. I don't want to be subjective and call them, but like how the two different cultures intertwine. Me being a Mexican American and the Native Americans, and then like the Caucasians, how all the different cultures intertwine. And attending the powwow has really helped me understand a little bit more about their battles and their fights.
And what are some of your strengths and what are some of your
Some of my strengths are that I'm really determined. I never give up when there's a project to be done. I like to organize and I like to work with groups. Some of my weaknesses are that I sometimes can't say no to people. I'm one of those people that says yes and thinks that she can do everything, but time comes when you have to, set aside some things and say no and just give yourself some time.
Do you have any questions for us?
I was wondering how long term, how many students and how long, how often will we be interacting with the students for the position?
Well, for the first quarter, we have about 50 students, so each of you will be assigned about 10. And for the first quarter, you're going to be meeting with your mentee weekly, and after that, second quarter, you're going to distance yourself, so it's going to be 2 weeks instead of the first month. And then third quarter, you're not going to meet with them.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. How do you get assigned your mentors?
will be taking a survey online, and based on that, we're going to
So that class.
What is expected that from the applicants in order to, like, what is deemed suitable for being in this program?
Well, we definitely want someone that is well-rounded and knows what they want, and someone that is like a role model. They have good grades are definitely important here, because if we have a mentor that is not very strong in his grades, it might tell their mentees that, okay, if they're not doing so well, maybe I could do the same and still go on like that. So we want strong grades, a well-rounded person, motivated, and definitely with a lot of enthusiasm to motivate our students to continue.
Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you very much for your time.